Alright, so here is Duel Links VOD number 7, I believe? No, 8. Actually, I don't know. God, I'm bad. Anyways, I'm playing Silent Magician, as you can tell by the title. So let's see what's the matchup. The matchup is Ancient Gears. Recently, I haven't gotten much goodness from this. So I'm going first. Usually I would do a man-eater bug first, but I don't like having it set out in a first turn without knowing their highest monster is, which is usually a golem. They activate another Ancient Gear castle and set a face down. And he's using Ancient Gear Control. Looks like it. Deck itself, it's not that great. Honestly, there's better versions, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my Electro and not set a card because I don't have any spell or trap cards. But I drew into Silent Magician level 4. This might be good, this may not be good. If it is a golem, yes it is a golem. So shit like this kind of hurt me a bit. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna attack into my man-eater. I'll take out his golem. But oh, looks like I lost. The piercing damage is a bit too much for me. Alright, so that's game 1. Okay, well I'll just go ahead and take us into game 2. But usually in Ancient Gears, I do somewhat well. Like you see, these past 2 games were CA, Kaiba deck, another Ancient Gear. But Ancient Gears is a pretty weak matchup for monster cards level Silent Magician. It's really is because cards like Golem and Beast negate the ability to have good draw power. Not only that, but usually if they turn to summon Golem with another monster, I'll usually lose because I'm either running a draw card or because man-eater bug with no back row. So yeah. Alright. Go ahead and take us into game 2. Currently running in Duel level 11. I got some pretty easy duels all the way up to 10 using Silent Magician level 8 deck, using monster cards. But recently I've been finding quite some trouble with AG and Weevil. So this is a D-ranked match. If I lose, I'll get deranked. If I win, I'll keep my rank.
I set a card.
So I don't like having Silent Magician out turn 1. It usually works really bad. Depending on the type of monster he draws, I am gonna econ control. So he's gonna Burning Land. This is a Weevil burn deck. This is my first time dueling this against my my monster's cards, Silent Magician. So it's a bit new to me. So I believe I draw a card and it's gonna be auto summoned. Yeah, there you go. The thing that sucks about this is that it's special summoned. The best I can do is probably summon, see if I can at least damage him somehow.
Silent Magician attack! Silent burning attack! That won't help. My face card activates.
It's a wall of disruption. Looks like I am in the low right now. So already you can see
I end my turn.
that Silent Magician is at best tier 3 to 2, not tier 1, not as good as Weevil Burn. But there's always ways to get over this.
Alright, let's do this.
Say I had summoned a level up? No, I do not summon a level up. So what I can do is
I can still win.
flip my Man-Eater
My
Bug,
monster's effect activates.
take out the Parasite. So obviously he has one of these cards. He has
Come forth. I summon a monster in
a
attack position.
Floodgate. I'm believing he's gonna Floodgate my monster. Yeah, there you go. You'll see it. Alright.
Battle. Here I go. I attack your life points directly.
Automatically, I'm gonna try chipping him down
My
a
turn
bit.
is done.
I'm guessing that one monster he has is a Golem, and he's gonna wait till my last turn. He's gonna summon it. Oh no, it's a it is a Amazon Swordswoman. So he's gonna try taking out my
Now's my chance.
Silent Magician. I am not gonna let him do that. Instead, I'm
A quick play spell.
tribute and take his. Downside of this is that
What can I do?
he has the upper advantage right now.
I'm not giving up. I set a
At
monster
best,
attack.
I'm probably gonna lose against this
My
and
turn.
go down one rank, but it's given. This is more one-sided. If I draw one more card, it's not like it's gonna help do me any good.
I have to turn this duel around soon. I draw.
The best way to probably win this is
The game's not over.
draw into econ take, and then attack with my monster. So as you can see, I got econ. I'll go ahead and econ take his monster.
Activate a quick play spell.
This is like the only play I can do now.
Battle. Let's see you get past this.
If this doesn't work, I am gonna lose because this is gonna burn me for 1000 damage. He might have massive morph or something like a draining shield, yes. And I believe this is game. Right now, a Weevil burn is
My
just
turn is done.
very good right now for how much back row he gets. And the fact that even if I attack him into a swordswoman, I'm still gonna get damage. So I honestly am gonna lose this duel now. Yep, looks like it.
Let's see how you like this. My monster attacks.
What can I do?
Alright, this is GG. It's gonna prompt me straight into the thing and execute. Alright, good game. So that was a really good set of duel. I am gonna lose a duel after that. Recently my match setups weren't as optimal. I ran into 2 CA, then I ran into a Ancient Gears, and then a Weevil Burn. So Just so you guys know what I'm running my monsters cards. Here's the deck: Maneater Bug to Sergeant Electro, 3 Silent Magician level 4 of course, and 2 level 8s. I am gonna run a Dark Mimic, a Crystal Seer, and a Dark Mimic level 1 for draw power. For this one, it gives me a card if I draw, and if they do not attack the Dark Mimic level 1, I can flip it end my turn, and they still don't attack, then I get a special summon a Dark Mimic level 3 in defense mode. Gives me more draw power, and a Crystal Seer is just in general a good draw card. I'm running 3 econs, 3 level ups for consistency and getting the silent level 8 early, 2 mirror walls because I like mirror wall, because when you're facing ancient gears, Wall of D isn't going to do you much, but if you mirror wall early, that potentially saves a Silent Magician with at least a counter or even a Electro and a Xing Zhang Hun, because honestly the worst part about playing Silent Magician is the back row, and if you can't lock down back row, then Silent Magician level 8 could always get countered by trap cards such as Anubis, Wall of D, Mirror Wall. This is also why I tech and Sergeant Electro, and I have Maneater Bug in there because honestly Maneater Bug is very good in almost majority of decks, depending on what how low level are they and how strong your monsters are. Since my only strong monster is through summon, special summoning a 7th level way, I have a Maneater Bug to take out at least one strong monster on the field. Usually this is helpful for taking out golems, blue eyes, red eyes, stuff like that. But with CA, I found this deck to be not optimal to run against CA, so I would not suggest doing that in any tourneys like DLPT or anything. This is more as a ranked going to like probably platinum deck. I wouldn't say you could get legend, but you could technically. Instead of running a Wall of Disruption, you could run 2 Zhang. Instead of a Sergeant Electro, maybe even you could run a Mirage Dragon. You can sub out a card for a Mirage Dragon and keep the Electro in. You can do a lot with this deck. This deck does help you a lot. But this is what you'll find from a Silent Magician deck that's running my monsters card, and it'll never break. The weakness of this deck though is that with only having draw power, you do not want to waste any of the econs to save your draw cards, not even save it for the Maneater Bug unless they're attacking into a weak monster. But yes, the only reason for you to use an econ or a mirror wall or wall of disruption is to keep Sergeant Electro alive, to keep locking down back row, or keep Silent Magician level 4 alive. That's the only reason you should ever have it. And if worse comes to worse, the best way to keep Silent Magician level 8 alive is from back row. But half the time you don't want to summon level 8 out turn 1 and overextend, for it'll be very bad. But yep, this is my VOD level 8. Some VODs don't go well, so I still post them on YouTube. So yeah, like and subscribe. Have a good day, guys.